Hello, cats and kittens. MamaCatGamer here with another episode in Gavtia's Adventures through Eorzea. We are in the Shadowbringers expansion. Probably about 3/4 of the way through already. We're at level 77 quests, I think. And I obviously can hear them on the stream on my phone, so I know the sound is working. All right. Let me get the notifications out that we are live. Okay. Hello, cats and kittens. MamaCatGamer here with another episode in Gavtia's Adventures through Eorzea. We are in the Shadowbringers expansion, and we're up to the level 77 quests now, so we're probably about 3/4 of the way through. You can see I have a new headset on. My kids saw these Kraken cat ear ones, and I suddenly couldn't hear myself here. Got these Kraken ear headphones, and I thought they were adorable. And, you know, hey, if you're Mama Cat, you have to have cat ear headphones, right? All right. Sorry about that. Mount Gulg's Shadow. What do we have to do here? Survey the area. Alize is eager to get on with the task. Alize is never not eager to do anything. Except maybe sit still for more than 10 minutes. She's a great character. Looks like I got a number of things I just still haven't actually finished. All right. The Mogtome event is also on for this week. So I got my Mogpendium. I think I might have done my weekly objective. Oh, my weekly objective for week 4 is the Weeping City of Mok. And you do the complete an elite veteran clan mark bill or treasure hunt. Decipher a time-worn map and collect the treasure. I don't know if that has to be, if we can do that with just one map, or one person map, or if we have to have a party. We'll do one or the other. Ultimog is doing Mount Brokon, but we don't have access to that. It's a level 90 thing. I don't think we can reach it until after getting into Endwalker, so we're going to miss out on that, but I've gotten quite a few cute little items. Let's see, what did I get? I got so many mini pets now, I have to like search for them by name. Tinkerbell. I admit to being in the Disney situation. I admit to being a Tinkerbell fan. I don't know why. Because she's so girly girl, right? And I'm very not girly girl. But she's adorable. So I have, you know, various Tinkerbell things. Not a lot, because I'm not a huge Disney fan. I'm way more Star Wars or Star Trek or, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. I'm glad I went and got this etherite. That made my life a little easier coming up here. Let's hop on our mount. Oh, I got the Gwibber of Light too. The music on this mount is really, really cool. But I'm not going to show that now because that's going to be a trial I think we're going to be coming up on. Oh, we have a purple destination. That usually means danger, danger, Will Robinson. Let's get our chocobo out. Eat some food. People go, why do you eat the max food? Because I like having max health. That's why. That extra 10% sometimes makes all the difference in the world. Okay. Kind of nice to be able to just, you know, one-shot kill things. You defeat the Forgiven Venery and Thievery. Like these things, this calx is kind of cool. It like stands up and turns into stuff. So do not be deceived by their appearance at first. All right, here's Alize.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
So'd we.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
Yeah, maybe.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at bottom rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Maybe taking a few out with them.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us at top rung. Thither should we make our way.
Okay. Hey, Urianger said, it seems our foe won't be reached by land or air, so we have to withdraw to consider other options. So Master Alphino is waiting for us at the top rung, so we should make our way there. All right, let's go back down that way. Oh, that looks like a big bad boss. Yeah, and it is. I don't want to tackle that one. There's some funky looking creatures over here. Oh, let's see what everybody has to say. We gotta talk to Julia Chai. She's fun. Oh, such an exhilarating ride and such a magnificent view. Nothing in Yulmore compares to this. Chai News. Oh, don't mind us. We're just taking in the sights. Alphino says, soon after you left, who should arrive in Amity but Urianger and the Exarch? I'm glad they were able to find you. Forgive us our delay. The Exarch arrived and we took some time to apprise him of our mission. And Reen says, all that grinding and shaking, I was afraid the lift door would fall out from underneath me. But don't worry, I'm sure the trembling will go away soon. Somebody doesn't like elevators. Thancred says, I'm told you went ahead to scout out the volcano. I don't suppose some grappling hooks will suffice. No, unfortunately not. Come here, bird. Get out of the way of everybody. Thank you. Urianger says, thus are we all gathered. Though Reen, I am afeard, did not much enjoy the ascent. Okay. Yeah, we're all gathered here. Although Rin didn't like the ride very much. Exarch says. Concerned for my health, are you? Indeed, we are a little far from the Crystarium, but rest assured this old man can muster up another wind for what is to come. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. So I saw one of my FC mates there. Everything new there. Alize would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthri's winged devils.
Yeah, pretty much.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Cid, we are in no position to attempt to refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it.
She's just, like, excited and
Will
scared.
not soon come down to earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed, yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Okay, he says, you know, it'd be a major undertaking to build one, but, you know, the idea seems sound enough.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. A solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmor is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
Saying, the fairies too, you know, are very strong in magic, but they aren't usually willing to cooperate with, you know, mortal endeavors. At least not without making a whole ton of mischief along the way.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium. With thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
The saviors of the world, adventurers of no import. The artist Alfino and his assistant. There you go. That one. Definitely that one.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alfino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
It's furry to tell her. Alfino was probably lying, but no, never mind.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
Sounds like it.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Maybe not. Maybe not. What does the Exarch have to say? Shall we see how we might be of service? Yeah. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I have this Azeron keypad, and I love it, but I've got this second wind skill keyed to a pinky button, and so it goes off sometimes because I got arthritis there. See what Dulia Chai says. When he asked for my hand, my husband promised that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens, and now he'll do it. And he's going, oh God, no, oh God, no. The design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? No. Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. Oh, well, that's not so true. What? A village of Yulmoran exiles. But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. It's my bird coming in the scene. I'm getting photobombed by my chocobo. Oh, this will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. I can't do it. It's impossible. Julia Chai says, "Oh dear, darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Gav. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage Chinese. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation." I love how she's just standing next to him, telling him saying what you should say to him. Chinese is plagued with self-doubt. "I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size? No one's even dreamed of it. Definitely no one struggled to collect firewood, or Julia's counting on you as well, or you're a genius, you could do this. Julia's counting on you as well. I know, you hardly need to tell me that. Do you think I'd disappoint her if I could help it? Chinese is plagued with self-doubt. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. And they're not badly likely to give it. Tristol's among them, you said so yourself, lest you've forgotten. We essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you, or don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure, or things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. Let's try the first. If you were there too, perhaps you'd be more willing to accept an apology. Wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles. It's disgraceful is what it is, and it might even make things worse. Chinese still harbors some misgivings. And in the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they'd think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. Alright, it's less absurd than the change that's come to Yulmore, or we liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd, or everything you touch turns to gold. No one would doubt your plan. Let's do this one. Well, I can't argue with that logic. Enormous as the task is, it's simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. From that perspective, it's not entirely unrealistic. But he still harbors some misgivings. But realistic or no, there's no guarantee of success. There are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vothri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Then we'll go together, or I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone, and we could build Talos for battle. I'm going to go with the middle one. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. But very well, you've made your conviction clear, and I'm assured in spite of myself. I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly, if nothing else. Chinese is feeling somewhat optimistic. Still, I find it astounding that you can have such certainty given the circumstances. Tell me, why did you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love, because I live for adventure. I got roped into it. To protect those I love. Indeed. What else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect. with whom I want to live out my days in peace. Chinese is burning with motivation. All right, we did it. Yes, yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers, with Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man may envision, he may make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire, the desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days. I would be the first to see your Talos. Oh, my Julia Chai. Okay. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. Crystal Exarch says, I am glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Alright. Hold that thought for a moment. Go over on to Amity. Tristal. You. Chinu says, You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land, that is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Vothri's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardships of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. Trystal says, I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. So, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. Chinu says, I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Yay! Ah, wicked white! The Exarch says, is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. The heart? That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the one with which to fashion a heart. Oh, procuring the ore with which to fashion the heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. That's a big heart. Come on, bird. Out of the way. Thank you. I want to talk to Chai. If I can stop clicking on myself. Ideally, a Talos heart should be made from ore found in the selfsame region as the stone for the chassis. Let's see what Trystal can tell us. Dulia says, I'm glad Trystal was willing to lend us an ear. It's but a small step, but I pray this will pave the way for reconciliation. Crystal Exarch says, a quest for the Talos' heart. This presents an unexpected opportunity. Opportunity for I don't know what. Come here, bird. Thank you. Meet the Thalls. Trystal knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to help. They are the Thals, dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Thals at their village to the northwest, a place called Tamra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamat, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. The Exarch says, permit me to join you, Gav. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. Shainu says, I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of ore doesn't matter, so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Does Tristol have anything else? After the latter stopped moving, the Thals used secret tunnels to move freely around the island. While they mostly kept to themselves, they are a friendly folk. Chai says, if ether-rich ore proves elusive, we can make up for it with quantity. Stoneworks had techniques for such situations. Dulia says, is the Exarch unwell? Do take care out there. Ah, she sees it. Which is surprising because she comes across as a total ditzy person. Right, so we got to go to Tamra. Let's just pour it over there. I think some FC mates want to do that dungeon with me. It's a fun dungeon. So, this is Tamra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally-ho! Lally-ho! What sorry excuse for a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lad? Your stones! Talk about putting your whole being into it. Come, let's try it again. Lally-ho! Lally-ho! Not bad, not bad, but there's room for improvement. Any road, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? Crystal Exarch says, at the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thal family. May we speak with Chief Zamat? Why, yes you may. I am Zamat, and I bid you welcome to Tamra. If it's the folk of Amity that sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, well, and there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin-eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us, too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. We'll make more ale for you, Zermatt. First, I need to make sure you're worthy, by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thal. Meaning we're going to do their chores for them. Crystal Exart says, and what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Okay, so you notice you can't get in here into this house, right? Apparently if you're a Lalafell, you can get in there and you get an achievement for it. That's what I've heard anyway. What could this trial be? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial which tests the 3 traits of all good miners can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Okay. Now, look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves as wearer helms that are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. We got more shooting to do. It's camera stuff. Alright, Dwarf Observer. Lally-ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mine Runner, you use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the dwarf and use the slingshot. Of course we have to shoot one that's like it. Nice shooting. Keep it up for in the actual trial, eh? Aye, that's the way. Next time it's a trial for Trude. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for the trial? Right this way, then. This time, there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail. So look carefully before you let the stone fly. Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, yada yada. I prefer not to fail. Oh, there's the Exarch down there. Nope, those are the right ones. Well done, a fine show of discernment and dexterity. Well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. Welcome back, Gav. Though such a trial must be as a relaxing diversion compared to your usual endeavors, it was still an impressive display. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. These dwarves Canadian, eh? Yeah. I grew up like in Wisconsin, so we get a little Canadian mixed in sometime. Although I sound more Chicagoan than anything else. A digging we will go. Shamat has ore on his mind. When does a miner not? Did you know that Calusia's rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the selfsame veins yield what's called earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though provided you know where to look, and no place is surer than the Duergar's tool. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about those hornless whoresuns, but then we'd be here forever and that wouldn't get us nowhere. This conversation is a riot. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, you gotta deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? We have dealt with far worse, says the Crystal Exarch. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now, to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You, Korut? I couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gulg, but I didn't know why. To think the last Light Warden's hiding up there. The fate of Calusia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. This here's Korut. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a sin-eater's breakfast before he can manage his swing. It's true. I'm hopeless in a fight, but I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. You can say I take care of you, you take care of the ore, or as long as you're aware of the dangers. We'll do that. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. Samat says, if you want to take Korut, far be it for me to stop you. Keep him safe, though, will you? Crystal Exarch says, we will most assuredly encounter sin-eaters along the way. Though with you in our company, they will be more a spectacle than a concern. Oh, we got a instance quest here. See to your preparations, my friend. We will depart as soon as you are ready. Samat said, seriously, though, take care of Korut. Lad's weaker than a pint of piss water. See, this is why you talk to these guys, so you can get lines like that. Weaker than a pint of piss water. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna eat some food. sure I got everything repaired. The Dwergar's tool lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. All right. A digging we will go. Level sync is in effect. If you're above the maximum allowed level, it'll be synced as follows. Level 78, item level 415. Let us proceed. I don't remember this one either. We'll keep to the road and head east. I'm in your hands. It seems we have a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for sin eaters. Speak of the devils, Gav. The one on the left is yours. See that Koruk comes to no harm. Thank you. Amazing! You two are really strong! Aha, it may interest you to know that Gav is a great hero. I forgot what he said there. He's a great hero in the land from whence he hails. Some would say the greatest. Really? Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Gav. That he does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn. By all means, have him regale you with a few once our work here is done. I can't wait. Ah, more of them. Stay behind us, Karut. We gotta keep Exarch alive, too. They're behind us, too. We gotta grab that one. I mean, I can't target him. So we want to turn him, ideally, to get the AoEs off of him. I don't know how much about fighting, but you two make a great team. Gav is a team unto himself. I merely follow his lead. Well, it looks like you've been doing this for years to me. Yeah. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. It's just like, you look like an old fart to me. Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening. Indeed, I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have you two known each other, anyway? Well... Ah, there's even more of them. I like this battle music. It's really cool. Just want to make sure to stay out of the AoEs. Gotta keep Exarch alive too. Let's get this flattery that's beating on him. Let's heal up first before we hurry that way. How much farther to the cave? Not far, it's just past this rise. Ah, I believe I see it. Aha, I believe I see more enemies. Unfortunately, I have a little trick for such occasions. Oh, do tell. Pull him into this blue circle. Yeah! Nice! Good job, Exarch. Draw them in. 'Tis done. Let us press on. Karut says, right! Ah. But wait, there's more. Just as we were about to get there. A little smile. One last push then, shall we, Gav? Get that deceit off the Exarch. Ah. All right. Oh no. I thought we were done. The flatteries like to attack Exarch, so those we want to prioritize. Then we can worry about these guys. What now? Nice. Oh, there's a big boy. We're gonna take that tether. Karut to me. It appears the commotion drew this one out. Gav, time to bring all to bear. Yes. Oh dear, oh dear. No! Hit me! Hit me! Ugh, not now. Uh-oh. I think not. Your tale will not end here. Ah, nice. Don't forget to use your mitigations there. Although Exarch's doing a pretty good job of healing me. Don't die! If you do, I'll be next. Alright, you only have to be out a little bit, okay? Alright, we got him! We did it! Crystal Exarch, 'twas a near thing in the end, but what matters is that we pulled through. Well fought, my friend. Korut says, we're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Korut is eager to step into the relative safety of the cave. Right, follow me, please. I will take you to the Duergar's tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. I discovered a new location. Oh, I wonder what's up here. Just some enemies. Kind of fun to see what they've got going in there. More enemies. And the yellow haze of sulfur. Aha! Here's an ether current. Grab that one right away. That way when you're done with your task, you just pour it back real quick. You don't have to worry about, you know, having to come all the way back up here. Way south. I think I know where that one is. It's on the cliff south of Amity. All right. Where are they now? If the terrain and stench are any indication, we are at the tool. Or it says, ah, there. Remember the trust. Exarch can do it all. He can heal himself. Yeah, we're never done. Ah, there. The Gogs with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down fast. Be not so hasty, Karut. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool sin-eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find us the Earth Seed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. We would be much obliged. Without further ado, then. Ha! I can see straight through me. Right. A digging we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Karut cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few gogs from the field. To that end... Dream powder. As you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Laxon Loft. Thancred had some, too. Truly, it seems our alchemists got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word and I will cast the enchantment. Alright, we're gonna go put some people to sleep, I guess. Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all of the dwarves, return to me and I will cast it anew. Okay, during certain duties you may gain the transparent status effect, which restricts available actions but allows you to pass by most enemies undetected. Use this invisible state to reach your destination before the effect expires. You lose this transparent status when the effect duration expires, or you change areas, causing nearby enemies to detect you and preventing quest progression. You may return to the starting location at any time to refresh the duration of the transparent status. If it has already expired, it will be granted anew. I have 180 seconds to complete this. Oh, and I can't even run. Ugh, barely can keep my eyes open. Time to call it a day. Have to use it on 3 dwarves. Okay, I see 3 dwarves. Oh, so drowsy. Not safe to work when drowsy. Better get some rest. There's another one. I'll work and no ale makes something, and I'm spent. All the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We've done all that we can. Let us await Karut's return. I'm back! This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Karut. Let us carry this back to... Uh-oh. Are you all right? Worry not. I shall be fine. Long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overexerted myself in the moment. To have this rare opportunity, yet be unable to enjoy it to the full. Who goes there? Oh, that's Glag, Chief of the Gogs. You're one of the Tholes. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play, and what should I find here but Thal scum skulking about? It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gok beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp! Better a hobgoblin's nose hairs than the feeble, floppy things you Thals have hanging from your faces. Crystal Exarch says, like oil and water. This is not like to end of its own accord. Yeah, do you perchance have some dream powder left? Enough to put an end to this. Oh, we shouldn't interrupt their conversation, but this was beginning to get interesting. Worry not, my friend. Something tells me you'll have ample opportunity later to witness their bickering. For now, however, we should be on our way. What the swivin? Snore. Forgive me, Korut, but we need you to be calm as well. I'm sorry, it's just... when it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we've came for, however, it is time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Does Korut have anything else to say? I'm glad it could be of help. If you need any more Earthseed, just let me know. Glag snores. The Crystal Exarch has efficiency on his mind, rich veins of hope. Well, my friend, much as I have enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earthseed safely into the hands of Chai News. While I am thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Korut back to Tamra? My thanks, Gav. Brief though it was, 'twas an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Does the Exarch have anything else? Leave the Earthseed to me, my friend, and see Korut safely back to Tamra. While you are there, a word of thanks to Chief Shamat would not go astray. Okay. Let's port back there. Well, blue quest popped up, so I got a feeling we gotta do some etherite or ether current quests. Biat, yeah, welcomes you to the village of Tamra. Well, scuff my helmet if it ain't that traveler we've been hearing about. And the elders had more than a few things to say. I best be giving you a proper welcome then, eh? Lally-ho! Say lally-ho. Now that's what I like to see, a lally-ho, straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put a little more effort into his lollies and his hoes. He's always busy fiddling with his damn automata. No time for swapping words with folk of flesh and blood. Every dwarf knows that a lolly-ho gets a lolly-ho, or you're asking to become an outcast. A mother does worry, she does. And that's only the half of it. I know it's just a stage all lads go through, but the little bugger has to argue with every word I say. That sounds like, you know, every teenager ever. Oh, I've just had the most clever idea. He'll not listen to me or the other villagers, but maybe, just maybe, curiosity for a stranger will win out over that sour attitude of his. Worth a try, don't you think? Please befriend my son, Ronit. Just get him used to giving a proper greeting. That's all I ask. And I tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. If you end up getting along, he might even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. Okay. We have this other one over here. Gossipy dwarf. A new rumor has the dwarves of Comra in a right tizzy. Right, this looks like a tribe's quest. So we're going to ignore that one for now. Let's take a quick detour to talk to Ronit. Ronit, look, we've got a visitor. Why don't you say hello? Who are you then? What? You got something to say to me? Lally-ho! Oh, you know our greeting. Lolly... mumble. Oh, Ronit, my lad, you can do better than that. Head up, eyes front. No need to be shy. Not being shy, I'm stoic. Yes, dear, if you say so. Now, Ronit, is everything else all right? You seem to be looking for something? Oh, no, it's just, I sort of lost my hammer. You what? Of all the irresponsible, careless, foolish... Gav's going, calm down. Ronit's hammer has been in the family for generations. It's a priceless heirloom that once belonged to Watts, the blacksmith of legend himself. Well, what are you standing around for, boy? Find that hammer. We will do what we can to help. Right. Why don't you have a chat with some villagers for me and ask if they've seen Ronit's hammer? Just remember your dwarven manners and all will be well. You want words with me then? Give a dwarven greeting. Oh, that's a fine lally-ho you've got there, lad. I like you. Ronit? That sulky sprout's lost old Watt's hammer, has he? Well, lucky for him. I believe yon gentle dwarf picked it up. It's time I was getting back to work then. Good day to you, stranger. Speak with the timid townsdwarf. You're talking to me? Give a dwarven greeting. Oh, what's this? A perfect lally ho? You're no ordinary traveler, I see. The hammer I picked up? I reckoned I would hand it over to the elder for safekeeping. You're saying it belongs to young Ronan? Well, he can be a touch shouty, that boy. Do you think you could take it back to him for me? Sure. That's my part done then. Bayat says, well, no. What's that you got there? Ronnie says, huh? Why are you still here? Watt's hammer, although technically Ronit's hammer, this priceless family heirloom first belonged to Watts, the legendary dwarven blacksmith. Wait, this is my hammer? Well. Would you look at that? You see, Ronit? Give the right and proper greeting and folks will be glad to share a bit of kindness. Could be that you've a thing or two to learn from Gav here. Huh? Are you lecturing me again? Well, maybe you're not such a bad sort. I'll just put the hammer in a safe place somewhere. I mean to be a famous smithy myself someday, so I'd best not lose it again. I'll leave you to it then. I know my boy's not the easiest to get along with, Gav, but he could sure use a friend like you. I don't need a friend. I don't need anyone. Angsty teenage dwarf. We're not going to be friends, understand? But you can stay around a little longer if you want. So, now what? Spinning with the ether current allows you to understand the area's movement of the winds. Alright, so that will open up a quest sequence that we will tackle later. I don't think we've got any more blue quests around. Karut says, phew, not a single brush with death. Thanks for coming back with me. Shamat says, Lally ho! Glad you're back and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earth Seed then? I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now. Good to hear that young Karut was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we reckon you'd be needing some mining tools, so we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. From what our scouts tell me, there's a crowd gathered at Top Rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? We did the folk of Amity a kind turn in case we needed a kind turn ourselves one day. Can't say as I expected things to turn out like they have, but I don't regret making friends. Karut have anything else? This is just the start. I'm going to go and see what else I can do. That's the spirit, Karut. That's the spirit. So we have to go back down to the top rung. All right, let's drive on down. Yeah. We could do Fates another time. There's a whole bunch of people to talk to here. Alpino says, Kev, you've come at a good time. Determined caregiver? At least they came looking for willing workers, so here I am. Ron. Worms, get your worms! They're the best you'll taste this side of the bright cliff. Live and juicy or cured and crunchy. There's something for everyone. Oh, yuck. Magnus says, there I was thinking you lot had come up with the stupidest plan known to man. When I find out you've managed to drag old Chai News into it. Once the job's done, I'll have to go and give the lazy sod a good heckling. Jarek says, giant tallows? Can such a thing be done? Oh, be still my beating heart. Thaf says, Gav, good to see you again. How you been keeping? Ardent attendant. No few free citizens wanted to help, but years of leisure meant that most were in no condition to contribute. Instead, they sent their fervent hopes for our success. Kaishir. Alpino came and rounded all of us up. It's funny, I used to be afraid of you Morans, and yet, here we all are. Look, Gav, people from all over have come to help us quarry stone. And this isn't even all of them, as we speak. The volunteers Thancred and Rin recruited are being escorted to the worksite, by both Crystarium and Yulmoran soldiers, no less. So, as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Pickaxes from the dwarves? Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. Trust the plot, too. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. Do you have anything else for us? Honestly, Gav, you can already slay gods. You could at least have left the uncanny sense of timing for one of us. It's greedy is what it is. Hey, don't blame me for what the writers say. Gav, you've come at a good time. Here, Ron. Have a pickaxe. Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? Durable pickaxes crafted by the Thalls, adapted for use by bigger folk. Oh, you clearly weren't. And now neither are we. Rest assured, we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. As much as we would all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards? Greetings, Gav. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Journey's Head. After night returned to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were still celebrating days later when who should come along but Alize? She said that she sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right then and there. Of course, some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. Well, that's kind of cool that, the transformation stopped. I, too, have great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. Thanks, man. Thanks. Thanks. Our Rao might like them. Do dragons eat worms? We've come, Gav, in case you're wondering. Guthjon is here, too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks, though, so he's gone on ahead. He could have at least left us a spare set of tools. Here, have some more. Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it, too. Quarrying isn't exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place they can go home to. All right, and let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thaf? I thought you'd brought your own tools. I did, and I was just about to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh gods, oh gods. If this plan works and the giant talus comes to life, just imagine the size of the trolley it could push. Imagine it. It's got a one-track mind. One-track mind. Are you still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the talus is for? Where the hell would the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere. You just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough! We're going to work, and if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. We're ready to do our bit, Gav. We just need tools to do it with. Here, have some dwarven pickaxes. Pickaxes! Loads of them! Now we may all work to our heart's content. While I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no talus we can't build. I still haven't repaid you and Alfino for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't going to stop me from trying. I'm with you to the end. Yeah. Come on, you lot. Look lively. Ah, we cleared out the place, man. Alfino says, everything appears to be in order here. In all my time in this world, I do not recall seeing so many optimistic faces. My thanks, Gav. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It would be a shame if they fell prey to sin-eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right, let us see that this plan is a resounding success for the sake of all in Norvrant. Alfino is bound for Amity. Well, my friend, it appears we are the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Y'shtola is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. I think it's at the top of that, tip of that peninsula there. Or it could be down below for all I know. Or maybe up over there. I don't believe it's down below. I discovered a new location. Yay me. Oh, this is kind of a cool view. The Bright Cliff. Dwergar Mountains. This is gonna drive me nuts. $266 yalms to the south. Okay. Really? I like completely missed it on the way in. I'm gonna kill these guys because I need them. They're on my log here. I need 3. Yep, I completely missed it the first time out. Oh, that looks way cool way over there. Wonder what that is. Oh, that's the other side of Lakeland. Okay. All right, we got them all. It was going to drive me crazy until I got it. Back to Tamara. Like how they have these like little orange plants kind of marking the road there. It's kind of cool. Let the eaters come. We'll keep everyone safe. Alfino says, all proceeds smoothly here and everyone is being moved into position. The moment of truth is nigh. If the stone is laid out in this manner, the imbuing should begin, yes, here. I like how he's written like an entire like novel in the space of, 22 minutes. Urianger says, pleased am I to say that I was able to call upon a sizable contingent from the Crystarium Guard. Captain Lena herself among them. Says, hey, I was able to get a bunch of people from the Crystarium Guard. Even Captain Lena's here. Not only do they stand watch over civilians, when the time cometh, they too shall pour their magics into the Talos. Okay, so not only are they protecting the civilians, when the time comes, they're going to add their magic to the Talos. Runar. Gav, it does me well to see you again. When Master Matoya told us of the undertaking, we struggled to comprehend the enormity of it. Nonetheless, we have complete faith in you and yours. All that is within our power, the Knights Blessed will do. And as you can see by the presence of their people, Banau is of the same mind. Tristal says, I'd been so frightened for so long. If there's anything I can do for you and yours, just say the word. Ibn Art, small talk. There's nothing fun to do around here. There's no sweets, no toys, just dirt, rocks, and more dirt. You can come help build the biggest Talos ever, man. I like this. You do too much. Good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. Urianger says, so thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. So, okay, I know you're saying it loudly and often, Master Chai, but from my perspective, even though I'm a layman, even with the rush, you've gone to great lengths using proven methodology to ensure the design is sound. Well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. But I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Elfino says, is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether through the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. Rianja says, I say, are these not heartstones? They are. The most prized possession of we of the Knights Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, there cannot be... These cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Motoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace, if our heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world. Gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you could instruct us how to distribute the heartstones? Yep. And Gav, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Gav's going, what? Good luck? I always have trouble following me. Rianja says, yet again, that which was bequeathed by the departed paveth the way for the living. So again, that which was given to the departed paves the way for the living. Elfino says, full many have placed their hopes in our plan, both those who are here and those who cannot be. We must not fail them. Elfino, ever wearing the mantle of responsibility. Go on and do your imbuing. I'll see to it the stones are put to good use. And Runar says, we should be honored, Gav. Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when in tuning to an aetherite. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you would be so kind. I think that was the one we found, actually, wasn't it? The familiar-looking heartstone appears to glow faintly. That will do. Thank you, Gav. If this heartstone appears familiar, it is because it belonged to Tardia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to sin-eaters. Chainu says, right, I've identified the spots on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We shall set about the task at once. Alfino says, when the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Gulg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. Ishola says, a moment, Urianger. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. So, what's the plan exactly? To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee. In order for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remainest ignorant of its nature until the time is right. Yet though I may thus keep my counsel, know that I have only thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Yeah, he's not going to tell you. So, Urianger said, you know, when Gav asks, you know, what's the plan? He says, I'm sorry, I can't reveal it to you. In order for it to succeed, it's vital that you remain ignorant of its nature until the time is right. But though I have to, you know, keep my counsel, keep my secret, basically, know that I have only your safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend. Take whatever ease as you can, the better to be ready for the trials to come. The Fugitive of Fear. Let's go see if that is an ether quest. Oh, Julia Chai's in here. Okay. Oh, Gav, my dear, I regret to say that all this moving about has begun to take its toll, yet my darling husband soldiers on like the redoubtable soul he is. I am entirely unqualified to help him with the Talos, of course, but I do what I can to make him more comfortable. A cup of water here, a massage there. I don't want to know about Julia Chai's massage habits. Zoomy Shy glances anxiously at the door. You didn't happen to see a lone girl over at Top Rung, did you? It was her turn to keep an eye on the ladder, but she's well past due to return. No? I wonder what could have... The two of us were once bonded citizens, you see, and we were not treated well. But even after fleeing here to Amity, it seems our experience in Yulmore has left my friend distrustful of most other folk. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that she simply ran and hid when she saw you coming up the cliff. It wouldn't be the first time. I know it's a lot to ask, but do you think you might find her and calm her down? A soothing word from a stranger might go a long way towards rebuilding her confidence. I don't know if a soothing word from a stranger would do that, but okay. Let's go find our friend first, because I want to do that before I initiate the end of this quest. You know what? No, let's go do it. I might have to go run back and forth, but... I want to make sure it's done before we take on the rest of the MSQ stuff. I gotta have my flying unlocked as soon as possible. This is important. As I recall, she's like hiding behind this building or something. Actually, hiding behind here. Oh, no, please, just let me go. I should have soothed her. Speak with a fearful fugitive. Let's find out where she's at. Please, I did nothing wrong. Terrified girl seems convinced that you are here to apprehend her. Do as Sumi-Shai bid you and try a few soothing words. There. I saw you come up the ladder. You're a bounty hunter from Yulmore, aren't you? I'm not a bounty hunter. Oh, I just thought since I used to work as a servant to a husband and wife in Yulmore, the Lord would make all manner of suggestive comments, but I did my best to ignore or rebuff his advances. And then one day the lady accused me of tempting her husband. She pulled me aside and had me beaten near to death. That's why I ran from you. I was so certain she'd sent someone to drag me back. Forgive me, I didn't mean to cause you or Zumi any trouble. I'll head straight back and let her know I'm alright. Okay. Back to Amity. What does Judine have to say? Greetings, traveler. I realize Amity is not the most well-known settlement, so feel free to ask any questions you might have. What do you do here? Oh, whatever's needed. Back in Yulmore, however, I used to work as a chef right up until I made a dish that some free citizen deemed bland and uninspired. The next thing I knew, I was dumped outside with the scraps and left to rot, but I survived, and rumors of other survivors led me here to Amity. May have slipped from the lap of luxury, but not compares to the freedom I feel now. No executioner's blade hanging over me every time I prepare a meal. What kind of place is this? Those who know their history say this was once a thriving center for trade between Yulmore and the dwarves. That was over 100 years ago. Whatever ties survived the flood were later severed completely when Lord Vothri came into power and Amity was abandoned by both sides. I'd be surprised if more than a handful of people below the ladder even know this town exists anymore. Which, you have to admit, was the perfect situation for a collection of exiles and fugitives just looking to be left alone. Okay. Sumi-Shai. Oh, you're back. Thank you for going out of your way to find my friend. It's a small step, but I'm glad she was able to talk to you. Here, a little something from the both of us to reward your kindness. All right. I am told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. This just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrant for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? Oh gosh, I never know which blue to take. think I'll take... See if we were going to die. What color would it look like with Woad Blue? That would be Abyssal. Void. Storm. And Woad. Yeah, I kind of like the Abyssal. Chinese is looking not a little anxious. There's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friends suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Gav? Thank you. Do you have anything else to say? Why are you still here? Go and get some rest while you can. I don't see the Exarch in here. The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's all right. Right. We're going to go search for the Exarch. Because, like as not, he's not all right. If I remember right, he's up by this rock near the top of the peninsula. Yep, there he is. Oh dear. He does not look good at all, does he?
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Rest a while. I'll settle matters with the Empire. What I always do. Seek out mightier foes. What would he say? Settle matters with the Empire, I think. He's got Xenos to deal with.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the specter of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
I would know more of you.
Of me? You mean what I intend to do afterwards? I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose.
Nice deflection there.
Things, I said. Though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Norvrand, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Oh, back to Amity we go. Ah, it won't let me jump over the fence. Does Tristel have anything new? See what Dulia says. Oh, the Exarch is back, thank heavens, and it seems the sea breeze did him a world of good. I do hope you managed to get a spot of rest as well. Chai News says, there you are. What a relief. When Dulia told me that the Exarch had disappeared and that you had been a long time finding him, I had feared the worst had happened right before the moment of truth. Well, come here, Jakey. We haven't seen you in a while. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're gonna be shy. You wanna come up? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh, there we go. Oh, stay put. Say hi to everybody. Oh, yeah. No? You wanna get down? Hang on. Hang on. Right here. There you go. All right, guys. I thought he wanted to come sit on my lap. So he's been sick the last few days. And yeah, Jakey. I know he hasn't come up to sit in my lap for a while. So he was sick when we were, 15 years old. We were a little worried that it might be kidneys or heart or diabetes or anything, and it turns out he's got a little bit of early kidney disease because he's 15. And that's the thing that hits cats hard. But it was a minor infection, so we gave him an antibiotic. And they have this new antibiotic that lasts like 14 days, and it's one injection in the doctor's office. It's like, oh yeah, please do this. It's worth $40 to me not to have to give my cat medicine, because that is such a struggle. But anyway, hopefully he'll be doing better, and hopefully after he get his teeth clean, and if he has any bad teeth, hopefully get those pulled, and that'll help a lot. All right, Chai News says, there you are. What a relief. When Dulia told me that the Exarch had disappeared and that you had been a long time finding him, I'd feared the worst had happened right before the moment of truth. Worry not, my friend, says the Exarch. I am much revived for the fresh air, and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace, in the Source. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? Zeno says he has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. Varus Oscalva says, I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. Zeno says, on the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the scions has journeyed to the First, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective, of both of our objectives. Through Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path, one which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late. The hour is come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone, for the future of Garlemald. Oh, dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Katana bearing a centurion. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this First are providing him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos, or would you rather I call you Elidibus? Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You've outdone yourself, Xenos Yegalvis. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets or my flesh, I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. Oh, the plot thickens. Worry not, my friend, I'm quite well. Let us ask Master Chai where things stand with the Talos. Julius says, oh, the Exarch is back, thank heavens, and it seems the sea breeze did him a world of good. I do hope you managed to get a spot of rest as well. She's so perennially happy. Chai News. Judging by the portentous look in his eye, Chai News has something important to tell you. Extinguishing the Last Light is the name of this quest. Level 79. Right, so while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and it immediately carry out its designated function, namely, taking Mount Gulg in its grasp. Gav, we may be certain that FFXIV will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. I did everything I could. It will work. It will. I hope it will. Everything will be fine, I assure you. No Talos my husband has poured himself into has ever failed, and that is not about to change now. Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage! Oh, nice. A reference to Captain Picard from the Next Generation Star Trek. Very well, let us begin.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
So yes, the preparations for imbuing the stones has been made according to your exact specifications.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch FFXIV, mountain and all.
Here it comes!
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
4-3 marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Such a heartless thing, our sapling is cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him?
What are we to do with him?
We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Oh, I love Titania. Thank you, Phil. I think they're mad at me.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept their help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
All right, we got a pathway up to Mount Gulg now. Extinguishing the last light. All right, what do we got to do next? Oh, I want to talk to these three before we do anything else. Julia says, "Take care, do you hear? Make sure you all come back safe and sound, or I shall be most upset." Sorry. I'm sorry if my injuries upset you, Julia Chai. Is there anything you can't do? A genius is what you are, old boy. A genius among... I played my part. The rest is up to you lot now. Carry on. I will see that everyone else is a safe distance away. Go and join your comrades, my friends, and focus only on reaching Vothri. Come what may, we must prevail this day. Be a little faster from this direction. I like how Xenos just, you know, tells Elidibus off. like, not like Elidibus could, like, beat the snot out of Xenos. Elfino says, "There you are, Gav." "It's time," says Alite. "Reen, Father can't hide from us now. Ingrid says, shall we? Riange says, 'twill not be long before the Sin Eaters mark our presence. We must expect fierce resistance. I know, I love this part too. Everyone is here. Good. The Talos have taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Fothry's sanctuary. Elise says, the Sin Eaters will make us work for every Yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master, regardless. What will you say? For the first. Last one, there's a rotten egg. Let's be careful, alright? Because why not? What? No one responded to that? Oh, I'm sad. Coming for you, Vothry. Coming for you. Mount Gulg now accessible. I know some of my SC mates wanted to do Mount Gulg, so I'm asking if any of them wanted to come with. If not, we will take the crew. All right. I'm going to check the stream real quick, make sure it's behaving. All right, let's do it. We are queuing. I had another FC said, "Oh, let me come too. Let me come too." One of them said, "Time to murder." Oh, this is going to be fun. The first pull on this one could be really rough if you do the full pull. Hey, now if I have to, like, Reaper tank, I'm going to have words with you, man. Okay. Ah, here we go. This is gonna be a riot. That is a cool looking Talos. Here we go, man.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Dude, you are like one crazy warrior, man. If we make it, it's gonna be amazing. Trying to DPS while running. Thank God I'm not a caster. Alright, you got him. We got a red mage as our other party member. Nice, nice. That was one heck of a pull. The red mage is probably going, holy cow. Lumen infinitum. Yeah. We want to stay out of that light. Lumen means light. Infinitum means infinite, of course. Typhoon Wing. We want to be out of that. I got hit with it. Typhoon Wing. Lumen infinitum, that's going to be that line AoE again. Ouch. Typhoon Wing, running. Oh, I got hit with one of those. Oh. Oh, I was gonna res you. Oh, somebody else did? Okay, okay. Good. Good red mage. Somebody beat me to the Phoenix down there. Typhoon Wing. There we go. Aw, come on, I was out of that. Oh, he's dead. Goodbye.
I will not suffer it!
I was like, that one little tiny spot we can hide in. This is a really cool looking dungeon. Really cool. Over the sides. This is a little bit of a puzzle boss up here. Sacrament of Penance is what he's casting. You have to be on a space that is not where the face is. Ooh, I let my death design wear off there. Bad Reaper, Bad Reaper. Oh, jeez. That was about as tight a spot as you could possibly get. Still not be in it somehow. The tank knows where to go. The tank has done this many times.
And righteousness will prevail.
Oh, this can be another crazy pull.
Can't you do anything by yourself?
I like how they kind of giggle, you know. Oh my god, this crazy pull. Oh my god. Oh god, help us all. Alright. Okay, that was a good move by the red mage. That was a good move. It's a good move.
If you will not be discouraged.
Want to be not on the side where the hand is going to hit. These pulls are fat, said the... Alright, cutscene coming. Consort of Sin, forgiven obscenity. Reason fortissimo. I didn't see that middle thing soon enough. Feather marionette. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff to kill, I guess. Here, go to the far side one there. Penance pianissimo. Come on, we got 1%. Oh yeah. That was some awesome tanking and healing. Great use of the first LB by the red mage there for getting that second pack down. That was fantastic. I think I got a cutscene here.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthra's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless conflict. Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Sure.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
You tell him, Alpino.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it.
Good for you, Rean.
Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Sin-Eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthri. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
If you can go up these stairs here. Oh, you can't. You can't. This has a very Greco-Roman kind of look to it. Probably more Roman since they were using like fortissimo and pianissimo, which are musical terms. It's Italian. This is one of my favorite trials. It's really cool. All right, here we go. Queuing up. Actually not. One of C said the other, you know what it, you know you love what he changes into. This music is amazing.
Determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king, your god!
Look away from Enthrall. Ah, that's so creepy when it's happening. So creepy. It's great. Ah! Such buttons. That is a tricky part, let me tell you. Ah, we lost a, we should be getting LB3 here, but we lost somebody in the party, so. So we have a timer here we have to beat. We have to get all of them down before... Yeah, we did it! Not so much. There lieth the last of the light. Stola says, dramatic transformation, the result of the Sin Eater within emerging to claim dominance, I assume. We've secured an escape route. We must do what you must. Elise says, well, it looks like we missed it all yet again. Alfino says, with your powers, you could have done so much good. All right, let's talk to Reen. Is that Vothri? Yep. I see it's finally over then. Now night will return to Olive Norvrant, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return there by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance to Mount Gulg. Okay, let me make sure we're doing okay. Because I know these are going to be long. Okay.
But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born as man and sin eater both.
Okay, that's you.
Looking down at you.
You could almost feel sorry for him if he weren't such a, you know, murderous despot.
Help me. Damn you. I am your god.
No, not so much. Go lay down. Go lay down. No, go lay down. Ew.
Look! The sky!
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathy, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Are you all right? Say something!
12 for Fend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew. Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrent.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part. Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
It was you who created FFXIV, wasn't it?
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created FFXIV. But thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening.
That... Ingrid's sarcasm, man. Lay it on thick, man.
But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away, and I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses, but you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What FFXIV achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Such a bastard, isn't he?
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Ooh.
Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater. Finally.
What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmett's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
All right. It is quite late by me. So we have to leave it on that exciting note. What is going to become of Gav, who has absorbed all of the light and is inevitably going to turn into the Light Warden of the world, basically, if nothing is done. But we have an entire other area to go to, the Tempest, to find Emmett Selk. And we need to find out what happened to our friend the Exarch. Sgrahatia. It's finally revealed. And, whoa, that was intense, man. That was intense. So, thank you for staying with me the whole time. That was a lot of fun. All right. We got to have our cat joke. We did have a Jake sighting. Didn't have a Miriel sighting. Let's go to our cat joke page. All right. What do you call a cat who lives in an igloo? An Eskimo. Okay. That one was terrible. All right. Okay, folks. If you've been enjoying the series, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. We'll be continuing through the MSQ next Wednesday. I will be able to start at my usual time because I was able to move Muriel's well kitty appointment to a more convenient time for me. So we will start at our usual kind of 3 o'clock-ish time. So thank you for the patience in waiting for us while we took care of Jake. And we got some pretty good news with him. So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm relieved. So anyway, on that note, cats and kittens, I look forward to seeing the next parts of the Shadowbringers MSQ with you. It's amazing how far we've come already. So, on that note, you all have a good one. Good night, cats and kittens.